And the craziest part is after all the life I've lived, I'm still living. Boom, boom. Then the music comes in.
Hi, Chana Kiefer here with the incredible Chikk.
Yeah.
And just real quick, I would like for you to tell them who you are.
My name is Chikk. I'm a performer. And a songwriter, a worship leader. Singer and songwriter.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the things, if we were going to say, quick sum up of your resume?
Oh,
because I know you've had some years of success.
Well, I've garnered a lot of success in the K-pop field. I've written for a lot of the big acts in Korean pop music, which is really cool. I've written here in the US, and I was signed to Harvey Jr., who's produced for Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, everybody, Rihanna, Jordan Spark, crazy. So I was signed to him, and yeah, it's been a crazy ride.
Would you like to start a year and a half ago?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It connects.
Let's get in chronological
It actually
order.
would be up two years, which is crazy. It's been, I know, a little over 2 years actually, which is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in a really terrible car accident, and I broke both of my feet, I broke a leg, and I broke an arm. So 4 major breaks. So the recovery process was rigorous. It was insane. And once I got past the basics of just all the bones just reconnecting, I was left with a lot of after pain that doctors couldn't fix, because they're like, at this point, we put you together. This is pain you have to kind of walk through. That you do have to walk through.
That you all the
I'm still in it.
Wow.
Oh, the bones were knit in probably about a year. And so the last year and some change has been the after effects of no more doctors could do anything. It's just like, you gotta stretch every day. You have to like kind of develop this new routine of life to make sure your body isn't in pain continuously, even though I'm still in pain continuously.
Describe to me some of the things you've had to do to try to get back.
Yeah.
Like flexibility.
Yeah, a lot of Pilates for realignment, which I had never done. So that is actually really painful when your body's out of whack. I was kind of looking forward to being a little bit more serene. No, it's painful. Yoga helps a lot. I like yoga. I don't love yoga. I like it. And it is one of the only things that helps me actually stretch. Right. So I'm learning how to kind of adopt it at my house and learn to stretch a little more. And then a lot of physical therapy, lots and lots of physical. So at one point it was almost 4 to 5 times a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So now we're at a couple times a week.
The reason we're talking today is that Chikk has traveled a few times lately.
Yeah.
And has taken some ketones along in her bags.
Yes, I have.
You were drinking the ketones a little bit.
Yes. Right.
What did you notice was your favorite benefit of what happened with them?
Okay, you want me to just be real for the people?
Yeah, let's be real.
We're going to get real. I am not consistent with my ketones, which is ridiculous, because every single time I start back up, I immediately feel the difference. It's not one of those things where like it takes, vitamin C almost 30 days to get, no. I feel the ketones immediately. And it's crazy.
In what way? When you say you feel it, what?
Energy.
Uh-huh.
My body doesn't hurt as much. I sleep better, which means I wake up at a more decent time. And I've learned that if I don't sleep good and I sleep in late, I'm actually more tired even if I got more hours in. Whereas the ketones, I feel like what I've noticed, especially in traveling, is it regulates my sleeping because of jet lag and time difference. The ketones regulate. So I probably do my ketones more on my traveling than anything, because they make me feel so good while I'm there working. Okay,
you were telling me about an incident where you hadn't been in the country that long.
Right.
You were still fighting some jet lag.
Yep.
What happened?
I was like 3 days in. And it hit me hard, and I obviously had to go in and work, and I had to write a song, and that's about an 8-hour day, and you're just 8 hours singing. I mean, I had to use my voice. It's the body. It's a lot of work. And I told the producer I was working with, I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. Like, I'm really sick today. And they totally understand too. So he's like, well, let's just start. And I was like, okay, well, really quick, let me just go grab a drink, get some little mix up, and then I'll be back. That's exactly what I did. I put my ketones in some water, mixed it up, drank it almost, probably shouldn't have done this. It was probably like 3 shots. And I was like, that much. Drank it, and I knew it would probably give me a boost, but I was really jet lagged, so I wasn't expecting much. And next thing I know, we look up 2 hours later, the song is done, recorded, probably one of the best songs I wrote the whole time I was there. And I had totally forgot I took my ketones, but the producer looked over at me and goes, what was in that drink you made? And I was like, oh my gosh. And even I put
unicorn juice.
It was unicorn juice. I actually put the 2 and 2 together at that point. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was an immediate lift. I mean, when I say immediate, I want to say 20 minutes. I was in.
That's what they say.
It was insane. And even for someone else on the outside, I didn't tell him it was ketones. I didn't go through what I was drinking. He was just like, he just seen me mixing. So he knew it wasn't just a regular drink. He seen the mixing and he's like, what did you just drink?
And can I have some?
And literally, and then he said, this is one of the best sessions of my musical career. And because the song was that good. And he's been doing music, and I as well, for almost 15 years. And I was like, he's like, it's one of my favorites. It's still one of my favorites too. It's kind of crazy.
So cool.
This is real life. I cannot make this up. I cannot
and you've been
make this
traveling
up.
quite a bit. Also talk about what you've been doing this summer that's different in the middle of your traveling to another country and performing regularly. So this girl is
oh my gosh. Busy because I had those years of downtime and I just was ready to get back out there. So the team and I decided to do a summer tour around SoCal. So we've gone to San Fran, we got San Diego and Vegas next, and then we're going to end here. We started here and we'll end here in LA. And it's been incredible. It is definitely, I'm feeling my body, the fatigue of it. And so I had to find the lovely Chana. I'm like, listen, it works. I'm like, it works. I need more because we have a whole month of shows left. And I'm like, I need to see you. But in the process, I wanted to share with you my testimony with ketones because I was skeptical at first. I think you knew I was skeptical. I was so skeptical.
I mean, what is that good?
Yeah.
When people go, it does this, and it'll align the stars.
Not only that,
what it sounds like.
Ketones opened me up to just the idea of keto, just ketogenic.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit because you weren't doing a keto.
No, I wasn't.
Diet
I've tried
before.
everything. I've tried paleo, vegan, vegetarian. I've tried just cutting out certain things and keeping in certain things. So when I seen how well ketones work, I was like, I really want to look into the keto diet. It's my favorite. It's not a diet. It really is a lifestyle. I've adopted it as that for myself.
That's awesome.
And the only thing that I have found, one, my weight actually stays off. I'm about 3 months in. Even if I have a day where I'm just off.
You mean there's no more yo-yoing?
No.
Isn't that awesome?
I can have 2-3 days off.
Yeah.
And I still I don't pick up weight. I bloat a little bit if I eat too much gluten. Yeah. But just because I've built up an intolerance to it, which is great. So I'm even more conscious of that. But the keto diet, and I was like, this works. Like keto is the way. Ketones is the way. And I have been yo-yoing with my food habits. I'm 30. Since I was probably like 20.
She's so elderly, right?
Since I was like 22, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've been professionally pursuing your musical career, therefore very conscious of being in shape. Yeah. Having energy.
But it was one of those things where because I was in the industry and I couldn't find anything that really worked for me, I would go extreme and get sick. Or I would be so discouraged if the extreme didn't work that I would go extreme and overeat and get sick. To the point there was one, I want to say probably when I was around 25 or 26, I almost entered Overeaters Anonymous because I was emotionally eating because I couldn't figure out what was going on with my weight and I was stressed out about it.
Right.
Because it was so up and down. And that runs in my family, the up and down. Really big, really like.
But now it's not so much.
No, it's been the most regulated that it's ever been in probably this 8 years. And 20s, your metabolism is faster. Right. So around 28, it started to change and it was crazy. So it's probably been a little more than 3 months, but it's the best. That's the best.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this too, is the mood, the energy, and just I don't need the carbs.
Unless I go too long without it, then I feel those cravings coming back.
Yeah. See, I don't think I've gone a day without.
And that's my goal, because I feel it when I do drink it. 100%. 100%.
So I want you to tell people where they can get in touch with you, where they can link into your videos, to your website, to your music.
Instagram, Facebook, and all of YouTube, Chikk, all of it's there. CHIKK.
2 Ks.
2 Ks, no second C. And everything's there. Everything's there. And I want to really take people on this journey with me a little more, just as an independent artist, someone who's going after their dreams really alone, meaning no backing yet, no financial assistance. It is imperative that you have the energy. It's imperative that you're not eating crazy things, because you won't make it. And so I really want to cater to those who are in the beginning journey of really following their heart and their dreams. It's really important to me,
This woman is amazingly special, and what you see is what you get. She's the real deal, and you got to check out her music and check out her ministry. I'm so excited that you love the ketones, and I'm so excited it helps you when you're traveling and when you're doing your outreaches. There's pop-up concerts this woman has been doing in outside at big cities and just drawing a crowd. I mean, that takes energy, that takes gumption and confidence and
crazy
diving in.
It does.
So I applaud you.
Thank you. And I applaud you for just opening up this world to me and to others. I want to thank you, because your consistency, your persistence, your diligence to be like, I know something that will help. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate it. Sorry, we're getting mushy. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes. Yeah.
It's God bless you guys.
Rocks that they threw at you. Goliath fell and his friends did too. Made it out of hell, the devil mad at you. Yeah. Don't look like nothing at all you've been through. Don't look like you struggle with